Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss with the topic compounds from common salt. From common salt, which type of compounds we can get? Okay, that we are going to study today. Suppose baking soda you take. Baking soda formula what? NaHCO3. NaHCO3 is what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is called baking soda. So baking soda is sometimes added for faster cooking. To cook the food faster, what we add? Baking powder is added. The chemical name of the compound is sodium hydrogen carbonate. What is the chemical name of this compound? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. We also say sodium bicarbonate, Bi bi, sodium bicarbonate, otherwise sodium hydrogen carbonate. Both are said. And the sodium hydrogen carbonate can be prepared from NaCl solution. So this is what now here brine solution. NaCl plus H2O is what? Solution of NaCl, aqueous solution of NaCl. Through this aqueous solution NaCl, we are passing which gases? CO2 gas, CO2 gas, and also ammonia gas. So ammonia gas and CO2 gas, two gases will be passed here. So two gases are passed through this one. So here arrow mark upwards indicates what ma? Gas. So the gas ammonia and CO2, these two gases will be passed through solution of NaCl. Through aqueous solution of NaCl, we are passing CO2 and NH3 gas to get what? Ammonium chloride and sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate means sodium bicarbonate is obtained here. So in this case, sodium bicarbonate is the main product here. NH4Cl, ammonium chloride, is byproduct. Which gases are passed through what here? Ammonia gas and CO2 gas. These two gases are passed through aqueous solution of NaCl. We can say brine. Brine. Brine means what? Aqueous solution of NaCl. Next. Can you find the pH of sodium hydrogen carbonate as we have done in activity 14? Means what? By using what? pH paper. By using universal indicator paper, we can predict what? Approximate pH of the given compound. Can you predict the reason for using NaHCO3 to neutralize acid here? Okay, which compound generally will be used to neutralize the acid? The basic substances, the alkaline substances, basic or alkaline. The basic substances are used to neutralize what? Acid. So what is this? What is NaHCO3? Basic substance or acidic substance? It is basic substance. So this NaHCO3 is basic substance. Therefore, it is used to neutralize what? Acid, any acid. In the stomach, HCl acid is produced in that HCl acid can be neutralized by using what? Baking soda. This NaHCO3 common name is what? Baking soda. In kitchen, we have what? Baking soda. Baking soda is common name, whereas chemical name is what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, ma. So its pH will be nearby 13. Nearby 13 pH will be there here. Okay. Next, baking soda is a mild non-corrosive base. Baking soda is what? Mild base, and also non-corrosive base. Means it will not damage the walls of stomach. If you take NaOH, suppose sodium hydroxide, NaOH solid, NaOH base is not mild, very strong it is. Very strong, and it is corrosive base, NaOH. So to neutralize acid in the stomach, to neutralize the HCl acid in the stomach, we should not use what? NaOH. Why? NaOH is corrosive base. It will corrode the walls of stomach. It will damage the walls of stomach. And it is strong base. But here baking soda is what? Baking soda means sodium hydrogen carbonate is what? A mild base and also non-corrosive base. That point we have to understand. The following reaction takes place when the sodium hydrogen carbonate. It means what here? Baking soda. It means baking soda here. When baking soda is heated during cooking. So generally, while making the bakery items, first what will be done? The maida flour or wheat flour will be mixed with what? Baking powder. Okay, in baking powder, what will be one of the components? Baking soda. Baking soda and baking powder both are not same, remember. In baking powder, one of the important components is what? Baking soda. Baking soda means NaHCO3. So first the wheat flour or maida flour will be mixed with baking powder and added with water. When we add water, we get dough, D-O-U-G-H, dough, D-O-U-G-H. The dough is obtained here from wheat flour and maida flour. And when you heat the dough, what happens now? What will be obtained? We get spongy cakes. We get spongy cakes. So during cooking process, what happens? The baking soda NaHCO3 will be heated. Na? In the dough, what is there? In the wheat dough, there is baking soda. This baking soda on heating will produce what? CO2 gas. Which gas is produced here? CO2 gas will be produced. This CO2 gas will make the spongy. What here? We'll make the cake fluffy. Means what here? Spongy. The cake will be made into spongy due to release of which gas? CO2 gas. This CO2 gas will escape through the dough. When it is escaping, the spongy cake is obtained. As that bakery items generally will be prepared by using what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. So the sodium hydrogen carbonate, when heated, we get Na2CO3, H2O and CO2. How many moles of NaHCO3 heated here? 2 moles. 2 moles of NaHCO3 on heating will produce what? 1 mole of Na2CO3, 1 mole of H2O and 1 mole of CO2 gas. Okay, that means 2 moles of NaHCO3 on heating, we get 1 mole CO2 means how many grams CO2? 1 mole CO2 is equal to 44 grams. 44 grams of CO2 we get. Otherwise, 1 mole CO2 gas means how many liters at STP? 1 mole CO2 occupies 22.4 liters at STP. Like this, we can get what now different answers from sodium hydrogen carbonate. From this balanced equation, we can get questions in different ways. That means what they ask you, if 2 moles of sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated, how many moles of CO2 is obtained? What is the answer? 1 mole CO2 is obtained on heating 2 moles sodium hydrogen carbonate. That means 1 mole CO2 means 44 grams of CO2. That means 1 mole CO2 is equal to 22.4 liters. In this way, we can answer. Next, sodium hydrogen carbonate is also an ingredient in antacids. In antacid means what? To get rid of acidity. To get rid of acidity, what we use? Antacids. In antacids, one of the ingredients what? The sodium hydrogen carbonate. One of the component is what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate, because sodium hydrogen is what? It is what now? Mild base. This mild base will be used to neutralize the acid in the stomach. Being alkaline means being basic. Alkaline meaning what? Basic. Being alkaline, being basic in nature, it neutralizes. It means what? Baking soda neutralizes excess acid in the stomach. Which acid is produced in stomach? HCl acid. That HCl acid will be neutralized by this alkaline NaHCO3 and provides relief. We get rid of what? Acidity. Next, another use is what now? It is also used as soda acid in fire extinguishers. Fire extinguisher means what? To put off the fire. To put off the fire, generally which gas is used? CO2 gas is used. In fire extinguishers, when NaHCO3 is heated, suddenly CO2 gas will be released. That CO2 gas will put off what? Fire. So they are called fire extinguishers. In fire extinguishers, what will be used? Sodium hydrogen carbonate will be used. Which type of fire extinguishers they are called? Soda acid type of fire extinguishers. Okay, soda acid. It is used as what? Soda acid in what? Fire extinguishers. What is used? It means what? It refers to what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate or baking soda. And baking soda acts as what? Mild antiseptic. Mild antiseptic. So whenever we get the small wound on the skin, what happens? We get pain. An infection of bacteria may happen. To avoid that one, we can apply what? The paste of sodium hydrogen carbonate at the small wound. So it will act as what? Antiseptic, mild antiseptic. Not powerful antiseptic, but mild antiseptic. Next compound that can be obtained from sodium chloride, common salt, is washing soda. Washing soda is also called sodium carbonate. Washing soda is also called sodium carbonate. Okay, ma. Baking soda is what? Sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is nothing but sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay. So washing soda, baking soda, both are important compounds. Next, another chemical that can be obtained from sodium chloride is what? Na2CO3, 10H2O. Remember, the complete composition of washing soda is what? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. This is called washing soda. That means 1 mole of Na2CO3, 1 mole of Na2CO3 is associated with how many moles of water molecules? 10 moles of water molecules. This 10 moles of water molecules called water of crystallization. What is 10H2O called here? Water of crystallization. So what is the water of crystallization of washing soda? 10. Water of crystallization of washing soda is what now? 10. Okay. So what is 10 here? Water of crystallization. What is complete composition of washing soda here? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. So you have seen above that sodium carbonate can be obtained by heating baking soda. In previous equation, one chemical equation we discussed, NaHCO3 2 moles. When you heat, we get 1 mole Na2CO3, 1 mole H2O, 1 mole CO2. So this Na2CO3 can be obtained from what? Baking soda. Next, recrystallization. Re means again. Re meaning what? Again. So recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda. Washing soda means how many H2O should be there? 10 H2O. So Na2CO3, when it is crystallized, we get what? Na2CO3 10 H2O crystals. The crystals of Na2O3 10 H2O will be called washing soda. It is also a basic salt. That means what? When you dissolve the sodium carbonate in water, we get the solution with which character? Basic character. Basic character means what will be pH value? More than 7, less than 7. Basic means less than 7 will be there. Less than 7 will be, for acidic salt solution. More than 7 will be for basic solution. So it is also basic salt, meaning what? When we dissolve sodium carbonate in water, the solution is obtained. That solution will have pH value more than 7. That means what? More than 7 means what? Basic solution. That's why we say Na2CO3 also basic salt. It will produce basic solution. Then Na2CO3 plus 10H2O. It is crystallization. Crystallization means what? 1 mole Na2CO3 is adding with how many water molecules? 10H2O. To get what? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O crystals. This crystal is called what? Sodium carbonate crystals. Sodium carbonate crystals, otherwise washing soda crystals, solid. Okay. So what is here? Recrystallization process. So recrystallization of sodium carbonate in water will produce what? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. A recrystallization is nothing but first we dissolve Na2CO3 in water. After that we heat. On heating at one particular temperature, the crystals of Na2CO3 will be obtained. The crystals will have composition Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. This is what sodium carbonate. Okay, washing soda. Next, sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate are useful chemicals for many industrial processes. In many processes, industries, we use what? Sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium carbonate common name is what? Washing soda. Sodium hydrogen carbonate common name is what? Baking soda. These two are important compounds of what here? NaCN. Next, uses of washing soda. Sodium carbonate, that is washing soda, is used in glass industry, soap industry, paper industry. In paper industry, soap industry, glass industry, what we use? Washing soda is used. Next, washing soda is used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Borax is one sodium compound. Okay, so borax also is obtained in what year? From what? Washing soda. Remember. Okay. So borax is produced from washing soda. That point keep in mind. Next, sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate can be used as cleaning agent. Cleaning agent for domestic purposes. Okay. So for cleaning some objects, we use what? Sodium carbonate. Or for cleaning clothes, for washing the clothes, to remove the stains from the cloth, what we use? Sodium carbonate. That's why it is called washing soda. Sodium carbonate is called washing soda because it can be used as cleaning agent for domestic purposes. Okay. Next, it is used for removing permanent hardness of water. What is used to remove permanent hardness? Na2CO3. It means what here? Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate can be used for removal of permanent hardness of water. The hardness of water will be two types: temporary hardness, permanent hardness. The permanent hardness of water can be removed by using sodium carbonate. So that point keep in mind. We'll discuss about it later. It is not our point of discussion. Okay. Permanent hardness, temporary hardness, we will discuss in another lesson. Okay. P block elements that we are not going to discuss now. Remember that the permanent hardness of water can be removed by using what? Sodium carbonate. And what does 10H2O signify in the above formula? In Na2CO3, 10H2O. What does this 10H2O signify? It is water of crystallization. What is 10H2O called? Water of crystallization. And does this 10H2O make Na2CO3 wet? It means what? 10H2O. Does this water crystallization does it make Na2CO3 wet? No, it is not. So the 10H2O present there, but still Na2CO3 10H2O, when you touch with your fingers, it will be dry only. It will not be wet. It is a dry crystal. The 10H2O present, but that is not wet. Remember. Next, another question posed about here: are the crystals of Na2CO3 10H2O of salt are really dry? Are the crystals really dry? Yes, the crystals are really dry there. The crystals are dry to touch, but they contain still 10H2O. One Na2CO3 is associated with how many H2O? 10H2O. The 10H2O is called what here? Water of crystallization. Water of crystallization. Next, removing water of crystallization. Okay, how to remove the water of crystallization from Na2CO3 10H2O? In Na2CO3 10H2O, what is 10H2O called? Water of crystallization. How to remove that water of crystallization from that salt? Okay. Next, take a few crystals of copper sulfate. Activity 16 is about what? No? Removal of water of crystallization from the given salt. Take a few crystals of copper sulfate. Copper sulfate formula what? No? CuSO4. CuSO4. Here copper sulfate also will be in the form of CuSO4 5H2O. Remember, CuSO4 5H2O is what? Copper sulfate crystal. Copper sulfate crystal. CuSO4 5H2O. In that also, how many water of crystallization there? In CuSO4 5H2O, how many water of crystallization? 5. That 5H2O also can be removed. Okay. Now first what we are taking? Take a few crystals of copper sulfate in a dry test tube and heat the test tube. This copper sulfate 5H2O we are heating. On heating, what happens? 5H2O will be lost. 5H2O will be lost. See this one here in this what here? Test tube. What we have taken? Copper sulfate crystals we have taken. Okay. On heating, what happens? Some water will be evaporated. The water will be coming out from this crystal. The water droplets we can see on the inner walls of test tube. On the inner wall of test tube, what we can see? Water droplets. Okay. This is called boiling tube or test tube. What we say? Boiling tube, otherwise test tube. And it is burner used here. Okay. And to hold this hot test tube, we have to use what? One test tube holder. Okay. So this experiment is about what? No? Removing water of crystallization from the salt. On heating that copper sulfate crystal, what changes did you notice in the color of the copper sulfate after heating? Initially, copper sulfate 5H2O will be blue in color. Remember, in the beginning, copper sulfate 5H2O will be in which color? Ma? It will be blue in color. On heating, the 5H2O is lost. Na? When 5H2O is lost, only copper sulfate will be there. Only dry copper sulfate will be there. That copper sulfate will have white color. Only CuSO4 will be having white color, but CuSO4 5H2O will be having blue color. Remember. That means initially what we have taken in the test tube? CuSO4 5H2O we have taken. that is blue in color. Now heated that one. After heating, the 5H2O lost. After 5H2O is lost, water of distillation is lost, only dry CuSO4 will be left over, which will have which color? White color. Okay, so what is change in color here? What change in color we observe? Blue color disappears and white copper sulfate is formed. Okay, did you notice water droplets on sides of the test tube? On the inner sides of the test tube, we can observe what? Water droplets. Yes, we can observe. Where did they come from? From where the water droplets have come? From copper sulfate 5H2O. From copper sulfate 5H2O. That is called what? Blue vitriol we know. CuSO4 5H2O is called what ma? Blue vitriol. Blue vitriol. On heating it, the 5H2O will be lost. Okay. So where did they come from? Where did the water molecules come from here? From CuSO4 5H2O, the water has come. Now what we are doing next? Add 2 to 3 drops of water on the sample of copper sulfate obtained after heating. After heating, white copper sulfate we got now. On that white copper sulfate, we have to add 2 to 3 drops of water. When we add some water again, what happens? Again, CuSO4 5H2O will be formed. From copper sulfate white powder, we get again blue colored copper sulfate 5H2O. Okay, what do you observe? What we observe here? White colored copper sulfate will change into blue colored copper sulfate 5H2O. Remember, is the blue color of the copper sulfate restored? Yes, it will be restored. Again, it will be obtained. Got it, Monk? Concept? In this experiment, what we have done? Tell me first. We have taken copper sulfate 5H2O in the test tube and heated. Then the blue colored copper sulfate 5H2O changed into white colored copper sulfate. After that, we added some water to that copper sulfate. Now the white copper sulfate has been again converted into blue colored copper sulfate 5H2O. That is experiment, that is activity 16, remember. In the above activity, copper sulfate crystals will seem to be dry. Initially, they are dry. When you touch copper sulfate 5H2O, we cannot feel water there. We cannot feel it wet. It will be dry only to touch. Okay, the dry crystal of copper sulfate contain the water of crystallization. Okay, so when these crystals are heated, when copper sulfate 5H2O heated, water present in crystals is evaporated. Okay, and the salt turns what? White. The white salt means what? Only copper sulfate. The blue color will be converted into white color, means the blue color disappears. When the crystals are moistened, means when we add water to the crystals again, the blue color reappears. Re means again it appears. Okay, so it's about what now here? Copper sulfate 5H2O, which is called blue vitriol. What is it? Blue vitriol, remember. Next, when the crystals are moistened with water, the blue color reappears. That is, water of crystallization is the exact number of water molecules present in 1 formula unit of salt. 1 formula unit of Na2CO3 contains how many water? 10 H2O. 1 formula unit of copper sulfate is associated with how many H2O? 5 H2O. Okay, like that we can say. So 5 water molecules are present in 1 formula unit of copper sulfate. The chemical formula, chemical composition for hydrated copper sulfate. Hydrated means with water. Hydrated copper sulfate is copper sulfate 5H2O, which is commonly known as blue vitriol. Blue vitriol or copper sulfate pentahydrate. Copper sulfate pentahydrate. Penta means 5. Hydrate means water here. So this is about the activity 16. And water of crystallization is the number of water present. This one discussed now. Now see. Now you would be able to answer the question whether the molecule of Na2CO3 10H2O is wet or not. Tell me now. Na2CO3 10H2O is wet to touch or dry to touch? It will be dry to touch. Copper sulfate 5H2O also will be dry to touch. Dry to touch. So this point mainly we have to understand. Okay. Next, Now you would be able to answer the questions whether the okay, this one over. Next, another salt which possesses water of crystallization is gypsum. One more salt is what? Gypsum. 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 It has two water molecules in its crystal, and the formula is what? Calcium sulfate 2H2O. CaSO4 2H2O is the composition of what more? Gypsum. So the gypsum formula is what? Gypsum formula is what? CaSO4 2H2O. So calcium sulfate 2H2O is called gypsum. Remember. Okay. Up to this we have to understand. Now tell me how many water molecules, how many types of hydrated salts we discussed so far? We discussed about how many types of hydrated salts? 3 types now. What are they? What are the 3 types of hydrated salts? Na2CO3, 10H2O. Na2CO3, 10H2O. Next what? CuSO4, 5H2O. And then CaSO4, 2H2O. Now anybody you can unmute and tell me answer. Tell me what is the composition of washing soda? Anybody answer? Washing soda composition.
10H2.
Very good. What is the water of crystallization in that?
10.
10. And is wet to touch or dry to touch?
Dry.
Dry. But when you heat, does it lose water of crystallization or not? On heating Na2CO3 10H2O, can it lose water or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it loses. It loses the water of crystallization. And what is the color of copper sulfate 5H2O?
Blue.
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 On heating, it changes to what?
White.
White. That means
White.
what is white compound composition, chemical composition of white compound formed?
CuSO4.
Only CuSO4. That is called anhydrous. Anhydrous CuSO4. Anhydrous means dry CuSO4. And what will be color of blue substance here? What is the form? Oh, sorry. What is the formula of blue substance here? Copper sulfate.
H2O.
5H2O.
H2O.
Okay, your favorite word, penta, right? Not Telugu penta. So CuSO4, 5H2O is called copper sulfate pentahydrate, which is called blue vitriol. Remember. Can anybody say the formula of green vitriol? Green vitriol. Green vitriol also will be there.
ZnSO4 10H2O.
That is white vitriol. Remember, that is white. ZnSO4 is white. Green vitriol will be hydrated ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. FeSO4 7H2O is called green vitriol, FeSO4 7H2O. And white vitriol what? ZnSO4 7H2O. Okay, ma. And write one more formula, one more name, write down. Epsom salt, Epsom, EPSOM. Write down in notebook, EPSOM. EPSOM. Epsom salt. Formula is MgSO4, MgSO4 dot 7H2O. MgSO4, that is magnesium sulfate dot 7H2O is called what, ma? Epsom. EPSOM. Epsom salt. Okay. And also what we discussed, gypsum, GYPSUM. GYPSUM. Gypsum is equal to, tell me formula. Gypsum salt formula what? CaSO4. Yeah, CaSO4 dot 2H2O.
2H2O.
Yeah, that is the gypsum salt. Remember. Is that clear now? So these all are important areas of this water of crystallization. So we discussed it today, 2 topics now. 2 compounds from common salt. What are they? NaHCO3, baking soda, and second one, Na2CO3, washing soda. And the syllabus for next exam, I told you, no?